Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, 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 yo. How's it going? What's up? Me first? You're cheating because you're the owner? That's unfair. Maybe you should be a little faster next time. Maybe you should stop blaming other people for things that you cannot control. I was here first because I started the stream first. Some things you just can't do anything about it. It's just the way it is, man. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another wonderful adventure of us playing video games. And that's what we're doing today. Nothing else other than playing video games. Well, I guess I should also mention that we're gonna talk about Farlight 84. Yeah, I guess that's one thing we should probably mention. Farlight 84. Have you guys kept up with the video game? You guys know what's been going on with that one? I'm kind of confused. I'm genuinely confused as to what's been going on with Farlight 84. Because last time I played it, sure, they removed the jetpacks mechanics. Everybody loved the jetpack mechanics. I love the jetpack mechanics. They took it out, and I was like, okay, sure. That sucks. But I'm sure some people will still kind of like the game. Then I look back and start researching Farlight 84 to see what's been going on recently with it, and I'm like, is this still even the same game? I don't think so. It doesn't look or feel like the same game. It's just a completely different experience. So I wanted to like deep dive and talk about it and experience Farlight 84 for like what it's worth, and what can we make of it. You know, because maybe there are some redeeming qualities to it. Maybe there's something about the game that we don't know about. I don't know. But let me give you guys a quick rundown of kind of like what I've been exploring, what I've been seeing, okay? Let me show you guys. Okay, here's Farlight 84. My camera's all the way over there. Why? Why are you doing that? Whoop. Whoop. There you go. Here's Farlight 84. This is the Steam page that I got pulled up. And this is something I noticed. It says here that this is the first pet capture battle royale. Does that make sense to you? That doesn't sound like the Farlight 84 that I remember. It really doesn't. And I was looking at the screenshots here. And I was like, okay. You got little Pokeballs. You got creatures that show up on the map. You have more control over certain stations that you can control with the Pokeballs. This is all just me researching and figuring out, like, whoa. What are all these changes that happened to the video game? I was like, is this what? And it's interesting that from what I've seen, they've sort of just been shying away from the battle royale aspect of it being a competitive movement shooter oriented battle royale to being more focused around just like the funny, the ability focus kind of gameplay mechanics. Hey you, Steven. Hey Jem. So yeah, I want to deep dive into battle royales today, especially Farlight 84, because it's one that when I played, I was like, this is genuinely a fun game. This is actually kind of fun. I'm just trying to like make sense of what the developers and I guess the heads of the company, you know, plan to do with the game. This is Farlight Games, and Farlight Games, this is the only game that they got. But from what I understand, Farlight Games is a subsidiary of Lilith Games, and I don't exactly know what Lilith Games does. I think they're basically focused on mobile. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, AFK Journey, AFK Ethereal Fantasy. So AFK Journey, Call of Dragons, Dislight. I think I remember this one. And now Farlight 84. Let's see, they also got Warpath. AFK Arena. Okay, so these are the people behind AFK Arena. Good, I was wondering. Obby. Art of Conquest. So from what I'm seeing is that they focus a lot on like the mobile aspect of video games. Yeah, they mainly just focus on stuff that you can find on your phone, and Farlight 84 is really no different from them. because Farlight 84 is also a mobile game. But to see the state in which the game is right now, I was like, okay, that's weird. So let me give you guys a quick little rundown, a quick little breakdown, okay? So Farlight 84, what happened with it is that it started off as a simple battle royale that a lot of people used to call Apex Legends mixed with Fortnite. Because it was basically a third-person Apex Legends, but the cool, fun aspect of the game was that you had a jetpack mechanic. I don't know if I can show you a jetpack mechanic right now. Well, this character has it. This character has it. So basically, it was a movement shooter kind of video game. It was basically Apex Legends with a jetpack, and it's third person. And it was kind of unique in that aspect. Now, I know I'm calling it Apex Legends with a jetpack, but it was actually, you know, wow, the king is live. Hello. How's it going? Yeah, it was actually unique enough to carve its own path on a different niche in terms of like the battle royale genre. They actually had a pretty interesting pop-off when it actually first released. Like, if we go here on the Steam charts, remember that this game is mainly on mobile, but because you can also see the Steam charts, you can kind of just get an idea of what's going on here. Another Twitch viewer? I know, right? My second ever Twitch viewer. Wow, I'm breaking records today. Yeah, but anyways, I want to show you guys this little point right here. Because Farlight 84 launched as a movement shooter video game, right? It was basically just awesome, third-person, movement-based, a lot of like interesting, unique abilities, and then they've been slowly starting to shy away from that and start completely changing what Farlight is supposed to be. And it's really pissed off a lot of the viewers, I guess, the players, because this was the okay downfall of Farlight 84, right? Usually live service games never maintain their peak. Usually they have a graceful decline. And this game was having a very graceful decline. You see that? Hi bro, nice baldy. It's a shaved head, not a bald head. I'm very shaved. But yeah, there was a graceful decline, and yet here on January 22nd is when they had that big update where they completely removed the jetpack mechanic and tried to force Farlight 84 to be something completely different than what it was. And you can see that suddenly you went from having a graceful decline of a video game to suddenly, shwup, a sharp decline. And then from there, it's just been nothing but, you know, there's no heartbeat here. It's just been nothing but sadness. The shaved head seems well kept, very shiny. I have to shave every 2 days. Yeah, I have to shave every 2 days to keep it shiny. Have you played Yu-Gi-Oh before? I played competitive Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. I wasn't really that good at it, but I've been playing competitive card games for a while. Yeah. All right, so that's been the whole story in terms of player count for Farlight 84. What really surprised me is that this little section, because I was looking at this presentation, Farlight 84 official announcement, the High Buddy expansion. This is supposed to be the next evolution of Farlight 84, and let me just show you guys these couple of minutes of gameplay where they actually explain what's the new addition to it.
Orb is a high-tech device that can capture many things, giving you endless possibilities to manage resources. Developed with the help of Sano, the body orb can shrink objects and store them within the orb. At the start of each match, your character will have one reusable body orb. This means you'll always have at least one orb in each match. You can also find body orbs through the supply chests.
Yeah, so they're basically adding Pokeballs to Farlight 84. I guess they've already added Pokeballs to Farlight 84, which is kind of weird. It's really weird. It's an interesting gameplay mechanic. It's innovative, I will say, you know, adding that into a battle royale setting, but it didn't do anything in terms of like the player count other than just piss people off more. Yeah, it honestly just pissed people off more because people wanted the jetpacks and the mobility of a hero shooter that could be considered competitive, but this is leaning even farther away from the competitive aspect of things, and they're trying to be more casual. Right? So they're trying to take a movement shooter that had, you know, a pretty unique niche and you could consider competitive, and they're trying to take away the core elements that made Farlight 84 what it was and transform it into a completely different game. And obviously the people who have been playing the game since launch, they've just been very upset at this because it's just like, wow, this is a completely different game. And we're not even talking about the redesigns and everything that they've reinvented with the characters either.
Drops and sponsor boxes. The unique part is that body orbs found in supplies come with items inside. What's inside? We'll reveal that a bit later. Your backpack can hold up to 6 captured buddies and items, which you can select using the inventory wheel. Once in the area,
the inventory
throw the
wheel
body orb at your target, and the capture begins. You can even capture multiple targets at the same time, non-stop. In this version,
when I was seeing them, present the capture mechanic, I haven't been to the game yet, so we're going to find out if this is actually good. Realm Royale highlights. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, when I saw them presenting this, it just seemed like the buddies were just floating in place. And one thing that really kind of just sat not so well with me is that if that's the case, if I go into the match right now and I see that the buddies are kind of just floating in place waiting to be captured, then it kind of takes away from the magic of being able to capture Pokemons in the first place, right? Because when you're playing Pokemon, when you're playing Pal World, when you're playing anything like that, part of the fun of capturing creatures is battling them and, just lowering their HP, weakening them enough for you to be able to capture them. But from what I'm seeing here, not only do you not have to do that, you just have to throw a ball and that's it, and you capture the buddy, but you also have to, find them and they're just going to be sitting there waiting to be found. Which, it's a simple little thing that could be improved upon, but for me, it's just like, oh, I guess they're basically just extra items. That's it. But basically, the buddies give you extra abilities, and some abilities are even more powerful than what your character abilities are. So it's a hero shooter, your heroes have different abilities, but these little pals here have even stronger abilities than your hero shooter abilities, making your abilities a lot less significant. Didn't Pokemon take the copyright idea of throwing circular objects to capture monsters? Yes, but they only sue people who they consider a threat, and I guess they don't consider Farlight a threat.
Every capture is guaranteed at 100%, and the process cannot be interrupted.
So, finally, can we talk about these mysterious creatures? Can we, please?
All right.
Okay.
Finally, we're getting to the main part.
Up next, we'll dive into the origins and mechanics of buddies and introduce to you these new friends from the Farlight universe. These mysterious life forms, buddies,
they look cool.
have emerged in Sunder realms.
They actually look really nicely designed. They look pretty cute.
It's likely that the appearance of buddies is connected to an energy form called Ether, as they seem to have a particular affinity for etherite crystals. They roll across the world, each possessing incredible abilities. They can even control the environment and weather, creating major impacts on battles.
You see what I mean?
Into what buddies are, the astonishing powers they hold, and how to make them team up.
They're trying to take away. They're trying to take away the shooter aspect of the game, even though you still have your shooter aspect. But it's just like they're trying to make the game be less like Apex and more like, when Valorant first released, that everyone was like, oh, we're not playing CSGO anymore, we're playing Overwatch, because people were just pissed off at the abilities. They were pissed off that you're not playing, the shooter aspect, you're just spamming abilities until you get the advantage on the opponent. That's kind of what this feels like. They're moving away from you have to be the best shooter, or you have to, outsmart your opponent, into who has the best abilities.
Buddies. Endless possibilities that will change everything in the game. This new mechanic is set to be a game changer for the Battle Royale genre. Buddies are gonna change everything. In this new era of Farlight 84, each buddy will have his own unique ability. They might even surpass your heroes.
Sounds a bit OP, right?
Okay. So that's how it is, right? And then they just explain the buddies. We're gonna go and just deep dive into this personally and see how it is. Maybe the buddies aren't too OP, but the way that they describe them, they're 100% OP. 100%. Hi. Hey, Lockhart, Lucius, what's up? I used to play this. This is not the final version, though. No, but this is the update that made me realize that Farlight 84 is no longer the game that I remember. I used to play this. Yeah, so we're gonna go and deep dive and find out what else it's been, what else has been added to the game. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick little breakdown of what's been happening. And well, if we go based off the reviews on the Google Play Store, for having 500,000 reviews, it's at 3.2. I wish I could see a graph of this. Pokemons are only available in ranked mode. That would suck. And it seems like the most casual thing to bring into your video game, and you only lock them behind ranked mode. We'll find out. Wow, I didn't know it was a mobile. Yeah. The thing is that the game is primarily a mobile game. It's made by Lilith Games, and Lilith Games is basically like a primarily mobile game studio, game publisher, whatever they are. So my question is whether they've been trying to focus on hyper-casualizing the experience for the mobile gamers, or maybe they've just lost control of what they want the game to be, and they've just been completely, ignoring player feedback. But based off what I've been reading in all the reviews, it's just like, people are just not very happy with this. It's just the game is going to die, sadly. The devs are effing dumb. Then how is this game dead? The main issue with the game is that while the game is pretty good now, it used to arguably be a lot better. It had jetpack as universal mobility, a completely different art style, and the gunplay was also much better. The drastic changes in a short amount of time combined with a rough transition made most players quit and didn't bring in many new ones. I mean, that's actually a pretty fair argument, because this is where the jetpack removal happened, and you can see the sharp decline in players. Meanwhile, I think here's when they introduced like the buddy system. Yeah, on September. The jetpacks are coming back as a mode, though. Yeah, but it's like a temporary mode. That's the thing. The jetpacks are coming back as a temporary mode, kind of like how Overwatch brought back the 6v6 as a temporary mode. That's finally as a response of people complaining, but is it really a W, or are they just kind of like trying to appease people? Is it a response of them trying to make a permanent change that's going to like restore the player base? Not that there's much to restore in the first place. Or is it really just like a Hail Mary at the end? Because the game's been pretty bad. This has been pretty bad. The developers disabled registration of new players on PC until the update is released in summer. So PC players can't even make new accounts? We'll check that. What's your stream schedule like? Whenever I can, honestly. Whenever I can. Yeah, so that's what's been going on. For those wondering, Farlight 84 isn't going offline. They'll likely update us on YouTube about what's been going on, and why there's a season extension. Okay, so yeah. Usually when you have to make this announcement, when you have to make this statement of going like Farlight 84 is not shutting down, that's never really a good sign. I'm not saying that they're going to shut down, but when you have to like re-emphasize to your player base, like, hey, we're not dying. That's exactly what Spectre Divide did. I don't know if you guys remember Spectre Divide, but they actually did. They had a very similar scenario where they were like, the player base was dwindling, the updates slowed down considerably, and they had to re-emphasize to their player base, hey, we're not going anywhere. And well, what ended up happening with Spectre Divide? It ended up dying. So not to say that this is current, this is from 4 months ago, so obviously it's been a long time since this happened, but this is never really a good sign when it comes to, like, reassuring your player base that the game's doing fine. Hey Yasha, hello. It says, I hate these constant character redesigns, both appearance and gameplay-wise. One of the reasons I quit Farlight 84 was not only because of the jetpack change, but because I got tired of characters being shifted into something completely different. My main was Watchman, with Momoy being my second main. I hated this character redesign, not only because it was bad, but because he was now a completely different character. I kind of feel the same way, because whenever I'm playing Duckside, and I only play Duckside for the meme factor, I would much rather play a meme character than actually try hard at a video game like this. Yeah, when they just changed the way he worked, I was like, this kind of sucks. This kind of sucks. Finally got a PC? Hell yeah. Awesome. Congrats. You trying Sonic Battle Royale next week? What? Sonic Rumble? Get ready to rumble. Sonic Rumble is the first multiplayer party game. This is really a battle royale. This just looks like a Fall Guys. Yeah, this just looks like a Fall Guys. This looks kind of cute, though. Rumble with friends. This is kind of cute. This reminds me of the fake Crash Bandicoot Fall Guys game that they were advertising. I mean, Fall Guys is kind of Battle Royale. It's technically a Party Royale game. Yeah, it's technically a Party Royale, which is a subdivision of Battle Royales, but yes, it's technically a Battle Royale. It's fighting until there's one person standing. It's like Fall Guys, to be honest. I played the beta. I don't know why we keep trying to reinvent the Fall Guys, you know, the Fall Guys genre. We've already proven that it's a good genre, but people just get tired of it pretty fast. I mean, the decline of Fall Guys was a catastrophic historic event. Stumble Guys is doing good, but because it's like literally so easy to get into a match in Stumble Guys, it's just literally brain rot. Give me Fall Guys with Super Mario 64 movement. That would be awesome. Actually, that'd be really awesome. I would love that. But yeah, this is basically the overall sentiment that I've been seeing with people. I've just been reading everything wrong with current Farlight. This is also kind of old from 7 months ago, but it's just, this is from the point where they removed the jetpack mechanics and everything that they've been trying to do ever since. And I didn't even know that some heroes were removed. Here's the thing, guys. I played Farlight 84 before the jetpack removal update, and I played it after the jetpack removal update. I didn't play the in-between, so I didn't see the chaos happen in real time. And now, with the new buddy system, the new buddy update, well, I have to like catch up with what happened between the update that that removed the jetpacks and the update for the buddies. So right now I'm gonna go into Farlight 84 completely blind again, and kind of just sit around, play it, you know, and go like, okay, I'm catching up. What the hell's going on with this game? Actually, yeah, what is happening to this game? This is from a year ago. This is the Farlight store. And yeah, this is what I've been seeing. This is all I've been seeing. I've kind of just been sitting around trying to figure out what's been going on with the game. And I was going on the Steam page, kind of just diving in through all the developer notes and all the updates. And this is where it all started. This is where it all began. On version 2.0, that completely removed jetpacks and really upset a lot of the community. And I understand why people were upset with it, because the way that a lot of movement shooters work, usually more movement is seen as a good thing. There can be instances where movement gets a little too crazy, and you can see that in some of the Call of Duty titles. I haven't played all the Call of Duty titles, but I know that there's some that have like omnidirectional movement and everything's just like a little too fast. I understand that. But when it comes to Battle Royales, especially the way that Farlight 84 used to feel, it was actually very rewarding. The gunfights were nice. Because you could just like zip around with a jetpack. You know, you had 2 bursts of mobility horizontally, 2 vertically, and it's just like, you know, you could express yourself more when it came to like gunfights. It kind of just reminds me of the Super Smash Bros. Conversation, where Super Smash Bros. Melee was really fast. There was a lot of like self-expression. But then when the new Smash Bros. Came out, they actually slowed down the game. And then people were so upset with it, like for example, Super Smash Bros. Brawl and Smash 4. It was like, oh, this sucks. You know, it's actually slower. I can't do my combos well. There's not much going on. So that's kind of what happened with Farlight 84. You know, you went from having fun mobility and fun movement to whatever we have now, which is what we're going to find out. already got the game pulled up and everything, so let's just go ahead and start it. So yeah. Bro is broing. Bro is broing. Yeah. Oh, and the game went from a pretty unique art style to... It's still a pretty unique art style, it's just completely different. You know, they used to have like a cartoony aesthetic, and now it's more like anime. The game feels very anime now. But let's just dive in and kind of just experience it. Galactic Gala, okay. Previous season tier, Gold 4. Now I'm Gold 5. Cool. Advanced Tracker and Basic Tracker. Begin season. Let's do that. Fragpunk. This ain't Fragpunk. Click to start tactical training. We're sure. We'll go ahead and do that to kind of get the full feel for the game. Okay, so I'm guessing these are the battle passes. Yep, battle passes. Highlights. Leaderboard. Set your location to place on leaderboard. Okay, heroes. I gotta say that some of these hero designs are actually pretty well. Like, if there's one thing that I will give Farlight 84 is that they have really unique and expressive heroes. The new update kind of just made them 3D-ish. Not necessarily a bad thing. But they've just been completely changing, you know... This is Momoy.
Sorry, this and these. This and these. Guess this is all mine now. Sorry, this.
Yeah, this is Momoy.
And these. Guess this is all mine now.
Let me show you guys something. If I go to Momoy, Farlight 84. This is what she used to look like. Like, this is before the complete character redesign. And, you know, since I was Googling this earlier, I was like, oh, this is gonna be the character, right? But this is a completely different character, man. They made her hair pink. They changed her outfit and everything. Basically changed up her whole personality. Because she used to be like some sort of engineer sort of character. And now she's like anime kawaii. That's quite the redesign. It is. It is. And a lot of the characters got massive redesigns. And the thing is that, you know, for someone who's just brand new to the game and you're entering for the first time, it's just, your first impression is gonna be like, oh, that's a cool character, who cares, right? But for someone who's been playing the game for a while, and you're just like, what the hell happened here? Switch heroes. Bo also got a big change. Which one was Bo? Listen, I don't know the characters by name, because I only main Duckside, and thankfully Duckside hasn't changed that much. Let me look up Bo from Farlight. Oh, it's this guy, isn't it? Yeah, this guy. When you said redesign, I thought it was gonna be like Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2. No. This is Bo. This is the new Bo. Right? Let me show you the old Bo. This was the old Bo. It was basically something like this. You know, the personality's still kind of there. I think they changed the lore behind the character. I was like listening to the live stream, and I think they did mention something about the lore changing about some of these characters. But he went from complete badass psycho to hot guy psycho. He went from being made for the male gaze to being made for the female gaze, if that makes any sense, right? A guy would see this and be like, damn, this guy's cool. Look at how gnarly and badass he is. Look at that. And then he got made into like an e-girl's dream. He is kind of hot. Exactly. Exactly. Another one that I heard people complaining about was Watchman. I don't know who Watchman is. Nightwatch, that's not him. Sienna, I hear that she's overpowered. Captain, I hear like this guy's the one that's changed the least. Ember. Which one's Watchman? Xenul. I already tried this one. Young. Which one is Watchman? Freddy. This guy's kind of cool. Yeah, this guy's kind of cool. He's got a Pokeball and everything. Bro, who the hell is Watchman? There's no Watchman here. Cypher. I went through all of them, right? Yeah, Lingbo's a new one. Mayshell, guitarist. I really wish it would just tell me who's who. Oh well. That's someone I also read online that they made drastic changes to. Luckily, my guy was already unique enough, except, you know, they changed his abilities and everything, which I'm kind of like upset about. Because he used to have like this awesome shield that helped him. He was a tank hero. He's an attack hero now. Do they even have like tank? I don't think they have tank anymore. Yeah. He was much more of a tank and defensive hero back in the day, and now he's got this. I like that the paid skin mostly looks the same. This guy has some pretty unique skins, though. Yeah, this guy's got some pretty unique skins. I like them.
We must have met at the amusement park.
Yeah, look at that.
World. You asking if I'm a duck? Live it up. Let's give it our all. Good luck, Lightcatcher. You asking if I'm a duck? No way. Duck.
I like him a lot. Equipment. Okay, so this is where I can customize things. Are duck side's eyes part of the costume or is real eyes? Who said he's watching a... Who said he's wearing a costume? Watchman is Nightwatch? Really? Oh, no wonder I couldn't find him. Watchman Farlight 84. Bro, what is this change? What is this change? That's a completely different character, man. This guy looks like a default skin from Fortnite. Which I understand why they wanted to change him. But man, that's a completely different change. Wow. Phantom looks better now, MIO. Yeah, the thing is that, you know, the changes aren't bad if you're a brand new player. If you're just starting Farlight 84, you won't even notice these because a lot of these are just genuinely improvements, right? But the thing is that all these improvements come at the cost of sacrificing loyalty from your players, right? You're basically saying, we don't care about the current player base, we want to do changes to get a new audience. So all the changes that Farlight 84 has been doing has been, let's screw over the loyal fans that we've built throughout the past, and let's focus on a brand new audience. So yeah, apparently the new audience just doesn't translate well, because when you go to the Steam charts and look at, you know, how many people are actually playing this game, it's just like not there. If you look at every single update and you look at the comments behind every update, everyone's just like, bring back this stuff, bring back this stuff, bring back this. And it's always the jetpack conversation, right? So if Farlight 84 just dropped a brand new game, call it Farlight 85, and that's where they put all these updates, nobody would have an issue, I think. But because they're trying to take an already established video game and completely warp it and change it to something that the players are not asking for, that's why they have an issue. Because if you're a current player base of Farlight 84 and you're seeing all these changes happen, then what's going to happen is that you're going to get a Realm Royale situation where Realm Royale started shifting and updating and doing all these changes so rapidly in such a short amount of time that you can't keep up. Every time you log into the game, it's a completely different game. And that what that happens is that it doesn't give people an incentive to want to stick around and grind and learn how to play the game. If every single time that you're playing, once every 3 months, it's something just completely renovated the whole video game. And it's just like, well, this isn't my game. Whose game is this? It's not mine. And that's what's happening over here. Maggie. This girl is the only one who kept the jetpack abilities. Yeah, quickly move laterally using jetpack thrusters, uses jetpacks to fly up in the air, thermal frenzy, puts jetpack on overload, reducing cooldowns. Okay. So I feel like I'm gonna be using today Duckside because Duckside is the tried and true. And then I'm also gonna be using Maggie. Those are the only ones I'm actually interested in using. Some of these actually look pretty cool though. Talking about BR games just reminded me of Spellbreak. Rip. Ripperonis indeed. Rip Spellbreak. Okay, they also have a clan system. Cool. Warehouse. And a shop. Lighthouse Lottery? Oh, Lightcatcher Lottery. This is cool. I will say, though, this lobby looks kind of boring. Let's do the tactical training. Okay, tactical training complete to get SSR skin. Oh, they have... That's a lot of things. That's a lot of things. Claim this. Sweet. You got talent, want to join my squad? I'm very impressed with your performance, thank you. Complete 1 battle royale. Okay, so this is just the tracker. Season reward supply, thank you for free stuff. There was a season's reward issue that just granted me new stuff. Compensation for the delay of version 2.7. I got 588 diamonds. Sweet. Is that the premium currency? Oh yeah. That gives me enough for a pod. Well, almost enough for a pod. It gives me enough for a Ginger Brawler jetpack. Okay. Anyways. Let's go to settings. Sound display. Yeah, sound. Mic channel off, audio channel, speakers default, okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, let's try a Battle Royale game. Music is kind of basic, but nice. Yeah, there's a lot of things that this game does right. I really like this game per se. And I've been playing it for, on and off. But, I don't know. Like I mentioned, when you try to do so many drastic changes to the video game, like the loading screen even looks kind of boring now. I mean, not the loading screen, the lobby. It kind of just turns off the players. New update coming soon? Oh yeah, I know that much. Ooh, hero skins. Do you know when is it coming out? So if we go based off of this, yeah, this was on Wednesday, April 16th. Ringnet Scoop introducing Kudoi, unstoppable force of Farlight 84. Offensive power means tactical flexibility. Let's break down his powerful... Okay, so it's just a new hero. I saw the trailer for this guy. He seems pretty cool. Simple to learn. High skill ceiling. What is Ringnet Scoop? This marks the first episode of Ringnet Scoop, your go-to show for all things Farlight 84. From hero reveals to insider devs.
Friends, one's plenty.
It doesn't say if there's what else is going to be added.
A piece of advice: don't underestimate delivery girls.
Okay. It would have been awesome if they gave you the old designs of characters when they did the redesigns. I know. Just like how they did with Overwatch, you know? You can still play the... You can still use the classic skins in Overwatch. Why, I don't know why they didn't do it here. Oof.
I'd never allow victory to slip through my fingertips.
Okay, we gotta go up here. A little bit smaller. There we go.
Keep up. I'm a pro.
Roger that.
I love the redesign though. I do too. There's a lot of things that I like about Farlight 84. But the thing is that apparently a lot of the people feel that the developers just aren't listening to what they're, you know, what they actually want. Okay, let's go here. Okay, we got an SMG. Sweet. Assault rifle. I'm so good at this game. Look at that. Where did you just got here? Woo. Oh, I just got here. Let's get out of here. Let's hide here. Thank you. Okay, so how do I activate my Pokeballs? How do I activate my Pokeballs? I think it's at X. Dragon Fire Shells. Cool. Oh man, this character is so funny. Honestly, why I like him so much. Oh, I'm down. Right, that was a bad push from my part. Really bad push. That's okay. I'm just gonna go hide in here, even though this is it for us. Wait for respawn. Do we get a redeploy?
This one is a tough delivery.
A new Reaper has arrived.
No, we don't get any redeploys. I thought this game had redeploys. All right, we got 17th out of that much. That was not bad. That was actually kind of trash. Now that I mention it, no, that was actually kind of trash. Reward progress. Give me some of that. Not now. That's it. That's all I got. Yes, Phantom Bro. Yeah, it's kind of hard to... It's kind of hard to criticize the Farlight 84 team because everything that they've been doing has been quote-unquote a net positive for the game itself, but they've been doing it at the expense of the old player base, and they've just been, you know, disregarding the old player base, which is the people that gave them such a successful launch in the first place. The game looks really nice for a mobile game, not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure on mobile it looks good too. Use Phantom? Well, I don't know about using Phantom. PC user... Okay, so this is what they mentioned. Yeah, the new user registration is currently closed. I don't understand why they're closing up new registrations. Major differences between the old and new versions of Farlight 84, and in order to avoid inconveniencing the current users and allow development team to fully commit on working on the newest update. So, Are they saying that they would much rather not let the new registrations, the new players, try out this version because the new version is going to be so drastically different? Like, is that safe for me to assume that the new version that they're working on is going to be so drastically different that they're basically saying, we don't want you playing the old version. We don't want you trying out this old version of the game because we don't want you to have an experience that's just going to change so drastically. So again, for the current player base right now that were already kind of upset with the state of the game, it's going to be an even drasticer change. The reason why the player base hate the current Farlight 84 is because of the movement and the removal of jetpacks. I mean, the movement does feel really slow. Yeah. The movement does feel really slow, so I kind of understand. I got a Phantom Legendary skin from a free pull. Sweet. I don't know, you tell me, guys. What do you guys think?
Danger is my middle name.
Reselect. I used to like this game, but then they changed jetpack control for everyone. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Jetpack is completely different.
You asking if I'm a duck? No way. Duck side is just duck side.
I haven't even tried out the Pokemon capturing ability. Yeah, I just want to try out the Pokemon capturing. Why am I getting paired up with, like, absolute demons? Did you see that? Number 84, number 12, number this.
Can't wait to play with me, can you?
We're going up against actual demons.
Come with me. I'll take you somewhere
I
nice.
agree.
Finally, now we're having some fun.
Okay, so from this dive animation, this is all Apex Legends, baby. It's all Apex.
Keep up. There's a supply chest here.
I'm so good at this game. I'm so good. Oh, there's a Pokemon.
Please.
So,
Looks like someone.
if I do that, catch successful, what does he do? Sparky, I can throw him at people. He's a bomb. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But he's a one-time use only?
Already?
Yeah, he seems to be like a one-time use only. Huh.
You know, I could use some upgrades.
Okay. Let me get this. Yep, it's an F. Oh, crap. That hurt my life. Yeah. That's one of the issues about the game. The matchmaking is bad. The matchmaking isn't bad. It's awful. I'm literally like a day 5 player, if we count all my total game time. Yeah, I'm literally a day 5 player. Oh. Oh, man. I will say the time to kill is really fast. I actually kind of like that. But that's more of a reason why we need mobility.
Healing up. Almost done.
Yeah, because the time to kill is so fast, if I had the jetpack ability, I'd be like, whoop, you know, disengaging, re-engaging, and all that stuff. But I feel like I'm playing no-build Fortnite, just without any impact grenades or anything like that. Without any porta-forts.
There's an extended SMG magazine here. Level 2. Alright, my bullies. Reloading.
Is the looting not automatic anymore? Oh, crap. Yeah, I think the looting's not automatic anymore. I think this is it for us. I mean, you can slide. What's the slide button? I think I need to rebind it. Keys. Slide, 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 slide. Interactions, vehicles. Where's the slide button?
I'm under attack. Oh no! Is there no hope for humanity?
Yeah, let's kind of just mess with the settings now. Oh, I've seen this guy. This guy's cool. Slide is probably sprint then crouch. Okay. I'll give it a shot. And no, this game is like pretty far away from Apex Legends. Join a warm-up match. You know it's never a good thing when there's a warm-up match. Okay, settings. Let's go to video. Okay, auto vaults, accidental wall jump protection, skill casting, blah 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 blah, basic info. Sound and display. Field of view. It's only 80. I like to play at 100, but this might be a little too much. Let's put it at 95 right now. Sound is fine, everything else is fine. Let's just test out everything else. Oh yeah, this feels a lot better. There we go. Yeah, it's just running and crouch. Okay, we got that.
Rolling slam.
That's purely movement based. Okay, and then Z is like the big pound, right? Yep, that's the pound. I get a little bit of mobility with the slide. Yeah, it's a little bit of mobility. I don't know if my speed changes that much though. It changes a little bit, so that's good, I suppose. But still. Is it really taking this long to find a match? I guess that's why I keep getting paired up with like actual aim demons. Yep. Farlight 84, my friends. Farlight 84. Let me just... Okay, we got the slide. And then we just have regular running. Oh, we didn't get to see the regular running. Okay. Alright. You can use character with jetpacks, though. I know. I know, that's why I want to use Maggie. I'm going to get some games with Duckside in, because it's a character I like to use. But afterwards, we'll change over to a different character. We'll probably use Maggie. What does makeover mean with these characters?
You look good with blood all over you.
Pizza delivery girl.
Humans are a virus to this world.
Yeah, the thing is that this guy says high mobility. And yes, he does have high mobility, but not during combat. Definitely not during combat. Hey, the number 84 bow in North America. Going up against random people. Welcome to Farlight 84. Bo seems to be a very popular pick. Oh, we're going for a hot drop here. Okay. Good, good, good. That gives you like a speed boost.
Reloading. Patience, please.
The vertical foregrip here levels. I like how you're figuring.
I'm not even getting kills, I'm just getting assists. No complaints though.
And another. Like pulling wings off flies.
Oh, now that's a kill though. That's a kill. Okay, now let me loot up. Got shields. What is this?
Don't get your feathers so ruffled. We're in the safe zone.
Okay, so nearby loot, weapons, expand. This is my jetpack.
Reloading. I'm gonna tear them apart.
Okay, I gotta figure out how that inventory system works. That just gives me a little funny boost. I like it. A little funny boost. Hey, I'm gonna follow that guy, because that guy seems to know what he's doing. Yeah, he seems to know. The guys in pods look like toys in packaging. I know. It looks kind of funny. Like, if there's one part I would upgrade, it would definitely be that part. Dude. How do you get melted so fast? How do you get melted so fast? The guy dropped in. Brap, brap, brap. I'm down. Oh, the bow disconnected too. And this guy's like 500 meters away. Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
A new Reaper has
Leaving the match now will result in AFK lever status. The other guy disconnected. What do you mean? The other guy disconnected. What am I supposed to do here? I was a content creator for Farlight 84 before I lost my TikTok account. Oh, because this guy was reviving me. And I almost abandoned them. Wow, I was almost like the bow. I feel like the bows are like the wraiths. Yeah, the bows are the wraiths of Apex.
A new Reaper has arrived.
Thank you. How do you lose a TikTok account? Do you just forget the password? Dude. A triple burst is enough to kill him. That's crazy. Yeah, just... Is that important, the tactical core? Let's just assume it is. Upgrade trait. Airbag reinforcement, increased damage reduction. Yep. One guy over there. Yeah, around 2022. Man, can you guys believe that TikTok's been around for so long? Wait, I think that's a Pokemon. Yeah, let's go capture it. I thought it was an enemy. Shrub. Alright, we caught some guy. Coming.
A new Reaper has arrived.
Ah, damn it. Oh, man. You suck. That was a good game, though. That was a good game. I think TikTok is getting banned again soon. Isn't that the conversation every couple of months? It's like the 4th time that they've tried getting banned. Not in my country, though. Lol. Bows are sweats. I used to be a sweat. By the way, guys, remember what we did last stream? Remember what we did where we recorded that one video that we're going to post on TikTok? The sponsored little video? Bro, we got paid. You can't see it because the screen is like that, but we got paid. Let's go. We're paying the bills using TikTok sponsorships. And I mean, considering the amount of views it got, I was like, wow, that did not do well. Then again, sponsored content on TikTok usually doesn't do that well, to be honest. It really doesn't. But I just found it really fun that we all sat together and we recorded a video together. Came up with the script and everything. Posted it, and then got paid for it. Bump, 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 bump. So yeah, what do you guys think? Is TikTok getting banned this time or not? Are we finally gonna see TikTok die? Okay, let's get someone with a little bit more high mobility.
From Duckside is free of charge.
Oh crap, it was my turn to pick, and I didn't pick. Whoopsie.
I will prove that my life has meaning.
Not in my country. Non-Americans in chat? What are you doing here? What are you doing here, non-American? Then again, I feel like a lot of my stream viewers are non-Americans. They always tell me like, oh, you always stream so late. And for me, it's like, what are you talking about? It's 2 p.m. Oh, but it's like 2 a.m. where I'm from. All right, I am the Jet Master. Because you're not allowed to call it the Jump Master. Let's go to Hydro Plant. Maybe we'll find some cool Pokemon over there. So far, I am 100% not impressed with the buddy system in the game. I'm really not. But I guess here's a buddy. Let's try capturing it. Let's see what they do. Oh, you took all the bullets and all the weapons. Oh man. Oh, I don't have ammo. Oh man. Okay. Damn it. Damn it.
I need tender care and rescuing.
Para eso no aguantan ni verga, encima se largan como putas.
Oh, whatever that guy said. Yeah. Whatever that guy said. Okay, why not try Blood Strike next stream? I could try it. We'll try it in one of those days where we try indie games. But today I just wanted to kind of explore this game a little more. I honestly thought the Pokemon mechanic was going to be more in the forefront. Yeah. Me too. Actually, me too.
Everyone is in the safe zone.
Oh, I like that. You can just revive someone without getting their card. It's just go to a respawn point and that's it.
Your duck has returned.
Nice. The typical player in Farlight. Cursing people out in Spanish. Okay, let's see. I got no abilities. We got this. I haven't been able to really sit down. Does that apply? Why would you put an extended mag next to the SMG if it's not going to do anything? That doesn't make sense. You put an extended mag next to the SMG and you're like, oh, cool, we can use this. No.
I need tender care and rescuing.
Alright, I'm dead. Bloodstrike is no indie game. It is a NetEase game. Who says NetEase can't make video games that are indie? Oh, is this person just AFK? They just don't care. The buddy system should have been something like Slowterra. I've actually never played Slowterra. How do they use it there? Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da. Okay, we gotta use this chick. What do her skins look like? Okay, that's cute. I like this. Cool. She looks like that one Fortnite character, the Bomber. What's her face? Bomber Balworld, whatever it's called. I like this.
The show is about to start.
It's just random stuff. Oh, this one's cool. I actually like this one a lot. This one's actually pretty cool.
My speed has never failed anyone.
Is there a way for me to see what do they bring to the table? Like, do all the heroes have the same amount of HP and everything? It's like Palworld. Like, honestly, if the buddy system was kind of like Palworld, I wouldn't have an issue. You know, maybe not have the buddies be attacking you, not all the time. You know, not have it be like a mini turret that you carry around. But if the buddies actually had some sort of life to them, I would be happy with that. Right now, they don't seem like they have any life. They just seem like extra inventory. Do you prefer character creation or hero-based shooters? Here's my hot take. I don't like character creation in video games unless it's a game that's literally a sim, right? When it comes to games like Monster Hunter, for example, the character creation tool, I don't care. I usually just pick out random generated characters. Because the whole idea of like creating an entire character that's meant to look like you or meant to like represent how you look like or how you want to look like is like, okay, sure, that's cool. But it's not really like a game changer for me. For some people, they get up in arms if their character, like if they're not allowed to create the character that they want. You know, some people will go on angry Twitter crusades if their character creator doesn't feature certain things, or if the character creator is featuring too many things, or something like that, you know?
Invaders, a time of hackers, no biggie.
But for me, it's just like, if you give me the predetermined hero, that means that I can, like, enjoy that hero's story. You know, I can identify that hero and live through that hero's story. But I think the over addition of character creators in video games has done a pretty terrible job, because now it's all about making sure that everybody's represented, and the main character is now the player. The player's not playing as something. You know, you're not playing the story that the developers have out for you. It's just like, oh, now this person looks like me. I am that person. Like, the best way for me to describe it is, you know how in acting and movies, we used to have actors say, oh, I'm playing the role of this person, right? Like, a good example is Natalie Portman in Star Wars, right? She was like, oh, I play the role of Padme. And she said that in an interview. And I was like, cool, you play the role. You understand that you're playing a role that's not really you. That's cool. But now in movies, it's completely different, where people are like, oh no, I am... Like that one moment, that whole I am Iron Man moment, completely messed up movies, because now every actor wants to be known as I am that guy. And so I am that person. And it's completely different from an actor saying, I'm playing a role as this person, versus the actor saying, I am this person. It's like an entire level of like... I don't know how to describe it. It's not narcissism, but it's something similar to that. You know, it's just like they have like an overinflated ego. They forget that at the end of the day, they're just actors playing as a role. They're not really that person. You know what? I went on a rant, and now my friends are far away.
A new Reaper has arrived.
Okay, so we don't get 2 bursts. We get 1 burst, and that's it. That's fine. Jet flying distance, store an additional charge. Okay, that's good. Store additional charge.
Supercharged! Just like munching on a rocky road with pizza.
Upgrade it. Hi, bro. Hey, what's up? Okay, now we got more dashes. Cool. Swing.
A new Reaper
Oh god, I
has
thought that was
arrived.
something. What does my elephant do?
A new Reaper has arrived.
Yeah, what does my elephant do? Let's see. Shua. Oh, this elephant makes like a little gust of wind. I like it. Dude, we're doing so good. We're doing so good. I just love myself in cutscenes. They made the hunter a badass this time, and the handler is not a slack either, like in World. Dude, I liked the handler in World. The handler was fine. There's nothing wrong with the handler in Monster Hunter World. I knew it! Wait, I have a vertical jump. Yeah!
Enemy defeated! Another one down. Just as I planned. I sense danger.
Okay, I'm playing a lot better, and it's not because of the characters. This character's fine. There's no change in characters. I've just had better situational awareness this one. And this round than the other ones. And I'm happy about that. There we go. I've seen some people get mad that it's no longer male and female. It's type A and type B. Dude, imagine your whole life you get referred to as a type B. That would suck. There's way too many people that get upset over the tiniest things on Twitter. Especially on Twitter. I see it all the time on Twitter. It's just like, people find reasons to get mad at everything. Oh god. Hey! Wow.
Hey, I got ambushed.
Where's my jetpacks when I need them?
There goes my tip.
Yeah, I gotta like start. I gotta use that. I gotta get that bot like you mentioned.
Reloading. Hold up.
Sari bot? I'll look it up.
Never seen someone that weak before.
But yeah, the type A, the type B, the male and female. I find it so dumb from both sides of the argument. Some people get up in arms because of type A, type B, and yet on the other side, there's people that get super upset when the opposite happens. You know? It's like you gotta put things on a scale, and sometimes you gotta ask yourself, how much do I really care about this? You know, some people are on a crusade on the internet trying to define what something is. And sure, everyone has a fight that they want to fight. I personally, I'm in the realm of, I just want to play a video game and that's it. And if it takes away from the experience for me specifically, it's just like, and I guess I won't play that game. You know, that whole thing of vote with your wallets, I kind of just do that, but in silence. It's just like, okay, if this is something that messes up my gameplay experience, I'll just not engage in it. I don't have to start a whole crusade on the internet to fight against it. It's just like, oh, just whatever, I'll just play the game. If not, I'll play the next one. There's a surplus of video games, that's a cool thing. A little bit of everything for everybody. You're allowed to choose what you want to play and what you don't want to play.
Ouch! It just hurt.
Doot. Okay, is this the end of yeah, this is the end of the ring. Yeah, upgrade trait.
Don't worry, folks. We're super close to the safe zone.
You know what's something I found really dumb though?
It's like a
Like super dumb?
delivery.
What do you guys think about the Pokemon Go changes when they changed the character avatars and they made them super ugly? I found that to be so funny. I was like, what? Why would you do that? What was the point behind this change? I wasn't even playing Pokemon Go at the time, but you guys have seen the before and after of the avatars. Now they went from looking like actual cute, normal looking avatars to now they just look like blobs.
Start delivering airdrop.
Whoop. That's one of those updates that I look at and go like, okay, I don't think anybody asked for this, and I don't think anybody would even want this, so what was the whole point?
30 seconds are left.
It was funny seeing people's before and after characters. Exactly.
Airdrop arrived.
Exactly. Like, it's one of those cases where I see that and I'm like,
We're almost there, and in just 10 seconds,
why?
the safe zone will shrink.
Right? Sometimes I see some changes in video games and I can't help but think, why?
Looks like we forgot to RSVP to the safe zone party.
But think of the children. Ah, yes, we must protect children from ugly.
Reaper
The
has been
ugliness. We cannot let the children near the ugliness. I feel kind of bad since people probably spent money on outfits that now look bad. Yeah, exactly. So I guess that also enters the whole discourse of the whole body type A, body type B issue. That if you're a longtime fan of a series, and that's a topic that you care about specifically, you care about the whole body type discourse, and now you see that your favorite franchise is entering or entertaining that concept, I can totally get why you would feel upset at it. You know, for some people that's like the line that's too far.
Looks like there's another bear.
But for other people, it's just like, okay, I guess they're doing that now. Fine, I guess I'll just keep playing it.
Perfectly insane. Again. Trouble over here. Requesting reinforcements.
All right, let's go reinforce them. Let's go reinforce them. Do you miss Hyperscape? I wish Hyperscape was back every day. Will Ubisoft bring back Hyperscape? No. No. They will not bring it back. I hope someone else does bring it, though. I do like having clothing not being restricted to gender, more customization. Yeah. Yeah, I actually like the whole what they did in Monster Hunter, where you can now craft whichever, you know, the girl version and the guy version. I actually really like that update in Monster Hunter, because that way I can, like, make the outfit look the way I want it to look. Because I think it was with one of the creatures. I didn't get the chance to craft it, because I kind of just stopped playing for now. But I remember seeing one of the outfits, and I was like, you know what? The girl part looks really nice and complements this part, so I will just use them.
Let's go.
The mix and matching is actually pretty great. Yeah.
The safe zone is super close.
Oh.
30 seconds is enough. Let's get moving. Trouble over here. Requesting reinforcements. That hit was perfectly in sync. Again.
Okay, this is my ult. It's supposed to slow down the cooldowns. Oh, I died.
Save me.
Oh no. Lauren, what's up? How's it going? All these BRs are so boring to me after playing Hyperscape. This, even with the jetpacks here, I do feel kind of slow. My favorite thing about this game was being able to be duck sight, have the 2 jetpacks, and then just bounce away. Now I don't have that. Now I just have to bounce away. But so far, this was my best game so far. Cool. This week, every event quest is open in Monster Hunter, so you can get that outfit if you wanna. Maybe. Hey, revive us, please. But yeah, so far from what I'm seeing in Farlight 84, from what I've been seeing, the Pokemon aspect is kind of underwhelming. I was actually expecting for them to put on the front page of Steam that this is the Battle Royale that lets you have Pokemons, or whatever they called it, you know, the creature capturing one. It's pretty underwhelming. I hope you're doing well. Just out of curiosity, do you follow a regular schedule? No, I don't have a schedule. I stream when it happens. I stream whenever life says it's time to stream. Whenever I wake up and it goes like it's time to bring it, you know, it's time to bring it again. Ooh, big place. Whenever I wake up and life tells me it's time to stream, that's when I stream. Play again. All right, guys. Which one's the best type B character here? Because I've only played Maggie as a type B. Which one's the best type B? Have you tried Mini Royale? No, I haven't. Which one's that one? It sounds like a browser game. It's currently the only BR I enjoy after Hyperscape, honestly. Let me look it up. Mini Royale. Oh, is that the one with the tiny soldiers? It's already out? Oh, March 27th. Nice. That actually sounds pretty awesome. Mixed reviews though. That's fine. Early access game. Yeah, usually whenever I see that a game is early access and I see that the reviews are mixed, I'm kind of like, hey, there's potential for improvement. That's sweet. I didn't know this game was out yet. I've been seeing clips about this for the longest time. It's fun, try it out. Alright, I can try it out next time. Alright. Guys, which character should I use now? Which character should I play? I got some good gameplay moments with Maggie. Which one should I use now? Play the white-haired guy? Oh, you mean the white-haired type A? That's what you mean? Oh, I don't have him though. Yeah, he's locked. This game has a problem. The Ain and the boys. What?
Good luck, light catchers.
Yeah, we're using Duckside. It's okay. Starting soon. Bum, 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 bum. That's my squad. These are my boys. Squad scored 15 knockouts in their last match. Alright, these guys are way too good for me.
You want me to be the jet master? Got it. I'll make sure we land.
Alright, I guess I'm the jump master. Let's go to refinery.
I'm offering a warm invite. Get ready for that.
Yeah, well, let's kind of like drop in the far side of refinery.
Go here. Just a small suggestion.
Alright. Assault rifle. I don't think I've seen a shotgun yet. Like, I haven't run into one. Maybe I've just been ignoring them. Ooh, a purple. Purple helmet. Nice. Backpack. A DMR. We'll take that. Just need a scope for this thing. Okay, here's a shotgun. I was talking about shotguns.
jetpack, or should I say jet quack? Level 3.
Are we dead? Are my friends dead? No, we're actually doing good. Yo, this gun's good. I thought the fire rate would be trash, but it's actually really good.
What's happening? There's an extended sniper magazine here. Level 4.
I'll get that.
It's an SMG bubble alert. Level 3 reloading. I need more quacks.
My solo time now.
Where'd they go?
Everyone's made it to the safe zone.
Oh, they probably went to go revive that guy. Yeah, they probably went to go revive that guy. Sweet. Hey, look at me getting kills, huh? Is Duckside's hitbox bigger? I would assume so, yeah. Yeah, I would assume so. Because the guy's massive. Sometimes I feel like he's too big. He should be like really tiny. Oh, that's one of the Mons. I think we're finished looting here.
Quack, quack, quack. You know, I could use some upgrades.
Alright, no enemies here. Oh, it's this guy. This guy's good. Yeah, it's just as I expected.
A new Reaper has arrived.
The Mons don't really do anything.
Over here and keep up with my pace.
Like, they don't exist. They're basically just in-place loot that are hidden away in corners of the map, and that's it. Yeah, they just do this. They're just here, waiting to be talked. Kinda sad.
Sponsor box is about to activate. Can't contain my quacks.
There can only be one Duckside.
Reloading.
I think that was a
Patience,
Duckside.
please. I haven't leveled up my abilities. I didn't forget. I was just pondering my next move. If we get first place, my signed headshots are gonna go for big bucks.
Oh, we're getting them.
Reloading. Patience,
We're getting them.
please.
Is there anyone else? Was that all of them? Maybe. Yeah, I think that was all of them. Okay, moving on. Wow, to be the last person to show up and take all the loot feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm hit. What's
Okay,
happening?
I should probably go help them.
Open fire.
Let's roll. Quack, quack, quack.
All right, coming.
Restoring the shield. Never die.
Reaper has been killed.
Oh, I can actually res them before I get into the fight. That would be awesome.
Reloading. Hold up.
This lighting is kind of slow. I wish it was bigger. I mean, faster.
I'm hit.
Well, I hope she dies so I can res her right away.
Using medkit.
No, she's... Okay. Yeah, never mind. She got the res off.
I'm hit. What's happening?
You know what? I was expecting that to go somewhere. Dude, res... Worst time to be reloading, I swear.
That this is the end.
Oh, crap. Damn, I should have used my ability. Oh, no. I should have used my ability. I do like a little butt stomp.
Preemptive hug for whoever saves me. Any takers?
Yeah, I should have done like a little butt stomp. Damn it. Wait, you can resurrect me from the box itself. That's actually awesome. I thought it was only at the stations. Oh wait, do I res? I get res right here.
I thought I'd be reborn as something else.
Crap. Oh crap. We almost did something. Little anime girls. I completed a lot of things, didn't I? Yeah. I completed a lot of things. Let me see. Nova chest. Okay, we got some loot boxes. Congratulations, you got a little thingy. Apparently we have another one. We got a dive trail. Another dive trail. How many of these did I get? Yurkiza, what's up? How's it going? Oh. Shark Deliver Hero Skin Trial Card. So I can get a trial version of the skin for only 1 day. Let's equip that. Okay, we also got an elite ticket used to draw rewards in the elite park. Okay. That's a level 14 reward. Okay, cool. Oh, we also got the rewards too. I got Night Watch and Freddy. Sweet. A bunch of gold. And a banner and everything. What do you guys think of the game so far? Like, I know it's not the same as what it used to be. I know that, but what do you guys think? You know what I haven't seen yet? Vehicles. Like, if there's one thing that this game used to have that did really well was the usage of vehicles in the game. Boring. It feels more like Apex than it did before. Which is funny because I used to call this game jokingly just third-person Apex. Now it feels more like Apex. Game looks like a battle royale. It does. Cool characters and skins. Yeah. If there's one thing I will give to them, the game has really cool characters. Really unique variety.
This and this and this. Guess this is all.
Unleash your nature. I'll help you every step of the way towards your goal.
But overall, I don't know. But it's too slow, too much running and looting. Mad general gameplay. There's like a disparity in the game, honestly. Yeah. Between the burst of mobility that you have and the burst of how fast you die. Like, the time to kill in the game is really fast. And that can be good. If other components of the game are also really fast.
Welcome to my pen now. Vince, I'm watching you.
I think the creature capturing mechanics are kind of just poorly implemented, honestly. Oh man, I'm dead here. Oh, am I dead? I am. That guy basically sent us to our death. And he just disconnected. Yeah. That's a very Apex Legends things to do. Immediately hot drop, die, just disconnect immediately.
Attention, the safe zone countdown has commenced.
We're a bit far from the safe zone. Move quickly and stick together.
Okay, I'll just go revive this person. Let me be a good person. Do-da-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Where's the respawn thingy? Here we go.
Seconds are left.
Okay. There we go. I've only enjoyed these BRs, Spellbreak, Hyperscape, Rumbleverse, Mini Royale, and Blood Hunt. I never got the chance to play Blood Hunt. It's one of those games I downloaded. I told myself, this game looks fun, I'm going to play it, and then I never did. And then the game shut down. So that kind of sucks. Man, when I first saw your vid, I don't know, your voice is so chill. That the first short I saw was about Schedule 1. Very good game. So I just subbed and now I'm watching every vid you upload. You post useful stuff. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
Pick anything. Maggie's bound.
Let me just do this.
More awesome no matter what.
Blood Hunt never shut down. Didn't they shut down? I heard something about the end of service, or did they just go maintenance mode? I could be wrong. Maybe they just went maintenance mode. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for liking the streams. And everything else that I post every now and then. Right now, what we're trying to do is trying to discover... Well, I guess we already talked about... Yes, a vehicle! Just trying to discover what happened to Farlight 84. Is there anything worth in the game? That's it.
Just like munching on a rocky road cookie pizza. Over here.
Microphone mode? Oh, that's for talking. So this vehicle doesn't really attack. Sag. There's a couple that attack, though. I know that there's a couple of vehicles that attack. This game used to be very heavy on vehicle combat, and I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. You know what? Instead of just like fighting other players and playing the normal battle royale, let's go look for more vehicles. Yeah, because we can't just play Farlight and then just not do one thing that Farlight was really good at, which was the vehicle mechanic. So let's go look for vehicles. I hope they go all in on the monster idea. Maybe rideable ones. Ones that act like CPU teammates. That'd be nice. Maybe even remove HP shield items with healing monsters. I don't know. I feel like they would have to do so much to rework the game. And they've already reworked so much that the game kind of just feels irrecognizable. But, you know, I guess at this point, once you've already disregarded your fan base so much, like, what's a couple of extra changes here and there, you know? Sure, let's add the capturing mechanic. Screw it, why keep it as a battle royale? We can do so many changes to the game. I feel like the developers just do not care. I close the door on you. Hey, we're supposed to be looking for vehicles. There's no vehicles around here. There's no vehicles around here. Oh, they got me, damn it. Damn it. Alright. Yeah, I can try out Mini Royale next time. For sure. So, let me just do like a quick little breakdown of how I feel about Farlight. You're moving for a bit? Yeah. So the game launches. It's a movement-based battle royale. Right, it's third-person Apex Legends. We can call it that. It was a mixture between Apex and Fortnite because you had the Apex environment and aesthetic, you know, a post-apocalyptic world, but you had characters that looked like Fortnite. You put Duckside in Fortnite, no one's gonna bat an eye. They're like, yep, this is a Fortnite character. Right, you put this guy in Fortnite, yep, that's a Fortnite character. They all look like Fortnite characters. the developers, for some reason, decide to not want to be a movement-based shooter that has competitive potential, and instead they want to slow the game down to future-proof it, right? Because one of the things that they mention is that the mechanics kind of just hinder the creation of new heroes. I remember reading something like that, right? The jetpacks made it difficult for them to create new awesome abilities because it was just too fast, and basically everybody had access to it. So they removed the jetpack mechanics, only gave it to some people, and made that their whole personality, and they slowed everybody down. That's already a red flag. That's already something you never want to do inside of a battle royale. Usually you try to make things faster, not slower. So they do that, and then they decide it's not enough to slow the game down, we also have to add Pokemons to it. So now they add these Pokemons, and they try to market their game as the first pet capture battle royale. Right, it says it here. That's like their win condition. Right, this is their Exodia right here, because it's literally on the front page. They're saying, hey, this is the first pet capture battle royale. This is what makes us unique. And then when you actually get into the game, the pet capture thing is just like such a minuscule thing. They're basically extra items for you to pick up.
You want me to be the Jetmaster? Your respect for the elderly is admirable.
So, if I'm seeing this game for the absolute first time, and I think this is a pet capture battle royale, I would be kind of disappointed with the pet capture. Everything else about the game is fine. A little slow in terms of the mobility, I do agree. But everything else is just like, okay, whatever, this is just a worse Apex, a worse Fortnite. Like, unfortunately, there's not much I can say that this game does better than other games.
Whoa! Someone's out! Let the party begin!
And you know, with the shutdown of Apex Legends Mobile, I feel like this one fits pretty well in the niche of mobile-oriented games.
Short-range scope spotted.
Short-range scope spotted. The auto-loot is also very helpful, you know, especially if you're playing mobile. Yeah, very, very useful. I hate the scope.
There's an extended SMG magazine here. Level 4.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I have a lot of opinions about how I feel about the new Farlight 84, and yet at the same time, it's just like I wish it was what it was before. But it's also not the worst thing in the world right now. You know, it's not like they had a massive downgrade that's just like unplayable trash. Right now it's fine. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, if I had to describe Farlight 84, it would just be okay, I guess. That's it.
A new Reaper has arrived.
So I guess I understand why it's really not going anywhere, and why the player base is just leaving the game very rapidly.
Let's check out this spot.
It's because nothing about the game really makes it stand out. You know, it's a beautiful game,
I sense danger.
but Apex is also a beautiful game. It's third person. I guess Apex doesn't have that. I'm so good at this game. I'm genuinely so good. Now let me just go hide. Hey, why'd you drag them over here? I was perfectly fine and safe, and you dragged the enemy over here. Damn. Rank your top 3 personal favorite BRs. Spellbreak, Realm Royale, Hyperscape. Those were my top 3. And you know what's the fun part? They're all dead. They're all dead. Fortnite's also really good. Yeah, Fortnite is definitely a really good game. If you get past the hate that it gets because it's on the top, and you actually learn to enjoy it, Fortnite's actually really good. Unfortunately, Fortnite, because it's the top dog, it's always gonna get hate. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, Realm was a lot of fun. Yeah, I really liked it. I really like Realm. Alright, let's do one more game. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Now I'm trying to think if there's a battle royale I absolutely hated. Like everybody has their favorite battle royale, but what's like their worst battle royale? The one you hate the most. And not because it's bad, like it's poorly designed, but because you genuinely don't like it. I really didn't like Super People. Yeah, I genuinely didn't like Super People. Cuisine Royale. I didn't like Cuisine Royale. PUBG, I just think it's too boring, man. Yeah, PUBG tries to be too real. It was one of the first battle royales, so I totally get, you know, the first iteration of something is always going to be the most bare bones of it, and then from there the next ones just innovate and, you know, go wacky. Like, what was PUBG at the beginning? Just some people shooting at each other. That's it. Military man shooting other military man. It's like what Call of Duty was in the beginning. Call of Duty used to be military. Now we got Seth Rogen. Now we got Nicki Minaj. Now we got the Ninja Turtles.
Death! My favorite gift!
You asking if I'm a duck? No way! Duck side is just duck side.
Yeah, PUBG tries to be real, while Tencent makes the wackiest thing on mobile. Exactly. Exactly. I think real has its own... It has its place. You know? Like, if I'm playing Escape from Tarkov, I would want Escape from Tarkov to be as realistic as possible. But if I'm playing Fortnite, I want Fortnite to be as wacky as possible. It all depends on, like, who you're trying to please.
Yes, yes! Excitement!
Okay, our friend kind of just hot drop by themselves, I guess. Cool. So I guess we're going here by ourselves, too. Yeah. Alright, SMG shotgun. These are both terrible choices, but I guess this is what we're going with. Actually, no. We don't have to be stuck to these choices. We don't have to be stuck to those choices. We can just pick up the assault rifle.
Your skills are mediocre.
Yeah.
Time to say goodbye.
I feel like this guy's gonna DC. He seems like the kind of guy who would disconnect the moment he's down. Oh, he got him? This guy's so good, he got him.
I haven't leveled up my abilities. I didn't forget. I was just wondering my next move.
I wonder if Hyperscape would have done better if it released at a later time. No. The earlier they released, the better. Like, if Hyperscape released right now, it would be dead on arrival. Because the genre's already kind of done. You know, we're at a point where Battle Royales are kind of just overdone. You know, you would have to do something completely different to really stand out as a Battle Royale in today's market.
A sniper stock. Level 5.
The industry is moving away from this sort of game, and what are we looking for now? Hero shooters and tac shooters? I don't know what people are playing these days, honestly. PUBG Mobile, Apex Legends Mobile. I wish I got the chance to play that.
You know, I could use some upgrades.
PUBG Mobile is nowadays more cheap Fortnite Free Fire than those two combined. I've never played Free Fire. I've heard so much about it. What does this do? I like that it says catch successful, like if there was any chance for me to ever fail. Accelerated charge.
Duckside will be the most
Charge
duck
shield.
in the Farlight Cup. Bow to my peak.
Yeah, extended mag, medkit. Have you played Off the Grid? Yes, I have. That one was actually kind of innovative for a hot minute. I liked it, the fact that you could just have different arms and legs. Sweet. It was cool. I also like that the NFT aspect of Off the Grid didn't feel like an NFT aspect. Like, I really like the way they did NFTs in Off the Grid, because it was a completely optional thing that you didn't have to sign up for.
A new Reaper has arrived.
And it just operated like regular loot. You know, the way that that other game should have done it in the first place. You know, make it a completely optional thing that you can choose to participate in or not. Hello, Steven. Hey, Darium, what's up?
Your entire squad looks good on the ground. Save me. Death. A familiar and beautiful feeling.
Reloading ammo.
This thing runs out of ammo so fast. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Crap.
Okay, Duckside is down.
But yeah, Off the Grid was really fun. I like that one. Boy, we need a stream of that. You'll be shocked that such a bad game has such a huge player base. I mean, we see that happen all the time. Bad games with huge player bases. What have you done differently as a Hyperscape dev? If I was a Hyperscape dev, honestly, I don't know. The game died because it was too punishing for new players. It was a very niche, entertaining game that unfortunately didn't have mass appeal. Like, it's a type of game that as a free-to-play game was just never going to succeed. Egghead? You're an egghead. You're an egghead. Your head is ugly because it looks like an egg. Mine doesn't look like an egg. It looks like a head. Joined late, sorry for that, but could you explain? Know anything about this game other than seeing it on the App Store? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm playing it to get a feel for it so I can write down and like prepare for my next video. So it's good that you guys ask me, hey, what is this game about? Because the more I answer it, the more I like refresh my memory. And then for when it's time to record, I'll be like, I know exactly what I'm talking about now. So here's the thing, right? This Battle Royale, Farlight 84, started off as a movement shooter. You used to have a jetpack that gave you 2 bursts of mobility up horizontally and upwards. It made the game really fast and really fun, right? People actually really liked it. And because it was on mobile as well as on PC, and Apex Legends Mobile, I think, shut down around the similar time when this game was rising up, or there was like some time overlap there. Well, people were seeing this as a great alternative on mobile to play, since it's basically just third-person Apex Legends. Right, with like Fortnite cartoony aesthetics. The thing is that this game the developers decided to just completely abandon the whole movement mechanic of it, and they decided to prioritize kind of just simplifying the gameplay mechanics. So when they first removed the gameplay mechanics, the jetpack, and they simplified the abilities because they also removed passive abilities, a lot of the players were really upset because they took a game that had complexity and they kind of like minimized its impact. It just turned into a minimalist battle royale, if I could just, you know, describe it like that. Right? Usually when you take away features from a video game, people never really like that, especially when it's a movement, fast-paced, expressive video game, and then suddenly you have less movement, less expression. You know, people are going to be like, this isn't the same game. And now, they're trying to rebrand themselves as being the first ever Pokemon capture, like, you know, creature capturing battle royale. By having these little creatures that you can capture in the game and have, you know, it's just like, oh, these things are so important to the gameplay, blah, 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 blah. But the creatures are kind of boring. You know, they're kind of boring. Because you don't have to fight them to capture them. They're kind of just there, unfortunately, so they don't really do much. So Farlight 84 went from being a pretty cool, innovative game to just being whatever it is now. What does this do? What does this thing do? I don't know what this thing does. It says cast. Okay. I'm so dead. Yep. Did they respawn or did they drop in? I feel like they dropped in.
A new reaper has arrived.
So yeah, it's not to say that the game is bad now. The game is actually okay. But it's definitely not what people used to know the game for, you know? So if you're a longtime fan of how Farlight 84 used to be, and now you see this, you're gonna feel betrayed. You're gonna feel like the developers don't care about me, they're chasing a brand new audience. And based off the Steam charts that you can see, they're not really doing much.
Don't get cocky. I'll find you again.
Okay, we died. Sorry for calling you an egghead. I couldn't help myself. Yeah, you're saying wrong things. You're saying evil, wrong things. I don't get devs abandoning not making movement shooters. Like my guy, Titanfall is a decade-old game that is loved by hundreds. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why would they do that, honestly. But the main complaints that you see online is people being upset with the developers. Like if we pull this up again, right? Says the first ever pet capture battle royale. Kind of lame. This is the update. Yeah, this is where they introduced the buddy orbs and the buddies, because the Pokemons are called buddies. Enhanced ADS. Here's the game on the App Store. It has 3.2 reviews, which is atrocious. Here's the Steam chart. This is when they removed jetpacks and the mobility options. This is where the game died, and a whole new game was born. And well, this is the result of the brand new game. And well, I was basically going through the Reddit, and through the Reddit, it's just people complaining about, you know, how much they hate the game, honestly. That's it. How much they hate the game. So I went for a while to search for a genre that is popping up a lot recently. I think there isn't any. Extractions died faster than auto chess. Remember when people thought auto chess was going to be a thing? Roguelites are too wide of a genre, even though they are bigger than ever. Yeah, that's a low dip. Yeah, that's a dramatic dip. Like, people think it's not really that big of a deal, but for a live service game, this is atrocious. This kills games. I think the only one I've ever seen with a dip like that is probably Apex Legends. Yeah, I think this one's pretty nasty too. I forget which season happened here, but this was also a pretty significant moment. And this one too. Like, Apex has been on a nosedive for a long time. Even though they have hundreds of thousands of players, it's not a good sign. By the way, not hating, but the amount of Chrome tabs you have is honestly hurts my soul. Dude, this is how I keep track of things. This is how I keep track of things. They had character updates before and afters. We already looked at Momoy, which looks like a completely different character. Yeah, Momoy Farlight 84 went from being a typical shy-looking little mechanic-looking girl with the gloves and everything to being an absolute weeaboo kawaii chick. It's just weird. Yeah, this is the new Momoy. I don't know how to use her, though. So we're gonna stick with Maggie. Maggie basically is the tracer of this video game.
As fate would have it, this...
Sorry. Can I take this stuff?
So yeah, that's the whole issue with Farlight 84. It's a game that, if I had to describe it, it's a game that has no identity. It's a game that has no identity because every single time that you play it, if you play it maybe like once a month or something, yeah, they just give you a completely different experience.
Victory! Here we come! Let's move here.
You guys fell and I didn't.
The enemy's landing nearby. Yeah! Their shield couldn't hold up. Enemy down. Hold up. Enemy defeated.
Bros.
No one's left alive.
Bros. You were just standing there doing nothing.
Feels like munching on a Rocky Road cookie pizza.
Rocky Road cookie pizza? That kind of sounds good, man. Not gonna lie. That kind of sounds good.
Lightning speed reload coming up.
Ba-da-da-da-da. I wish you got a brand new guns. I think gamers need this type of game now. I think live service games need something fresh. Most of the live service games that have been out lately, I don't know, they just kind of exist and then they just die. Like, when was the last time we got a good live service game that had a lasting impact? I can't remember. Usually it's like the flavor of the week, and then after that it's just, we just move on to the next thing, you know?
All in the safe zone.
Okay, who are we shooting at here? Who are we shooting at? I do like the fact that I can just go to like these rooftops and scale them. It's really cool. I like the access that this game gives me. Oh god. Okay. I guess we fell. Okay, watching with quote to be exact, as I'm doing many different things at the same time.
Air shield couldn't hold up against me.
Hey, even if you're still lurking, even if you're just lurking, I appreciate that. I do.
Which one should I go for?
Oh. Who threw that?
Lightning speed reload.
That's another one. Oh, this guy's not my friend. I thought that belonged to our Momoy.
Let me forget.
I'm now the Reaper for some reason. I totally forgot that this game had like a Reaper, like a kill leader thing.
Enemy attack. An inescapable fate. Reloading.
Reloading. Hold
on.
on. Shield. Reloading as fast as I can. Wait a sec.
The chariot.
Enemy squad defeated.
All right, we actually did something. Yep, we actually did something.
I feel supercharged. Just like munching
Sweet.
on a mint. Helmet spotted. Level 3.
Okay, so I accidentally dropped my stuff.
Level 3.
Yeah, accidentally dropped my stuff. The whole inventory management on this thing is just a nightmare.
Over here. Level 2.
Yeah, it's just a nightmare to learn how to use this stuff. I have an SMG and an assault rifle. I want an assault rifle and a sniper. I gotta find a sniper. I don't know what this thing does, but I guess we're capturing it. And this person had SMG and assault rifle. Okay. Gen Alpha TikTok watchers type of fan base. Dude, I've been debating whether I should start streaming on TikTok again or not. I'm kind of like, do I want to deal with that attention span? I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. Always brand new game, instant dopamine from learning new stuff. Dude. Oh, wait. Yep, someone over there.
I sense danger. Restoring shield.
Oh, Steven, is it just me or does this look like the child between PUBG and Apex? When you dropped and looted, it gave me PUBG looting flashbacks. I thought it was more of a...
Right through their shield.
Yeah, I thought it was more... I'm so good at this game. I thought it was more of a Fortnite. Yeah, Fortnite and Apex Legends kind of mixture. Because the characters here have like great personalities, are very flashy and vibrant, which is what you expect from Fortnite. I was saying it earlier that if you look at the character roster in this game and you just stick them in Fortnite, nobody would bat an eye. They'd be like, yep, those guys belong in Fortnite.
Short range scope spotted.
Okay, so I don't want 2 assault rifles, so give me this thing. Give me all this. Give me all this stuff. I don't know what these things do. Yep, that's what I got. Oh, that's a cool scope. This thing has a cool scope too, but like no grip, no nothing. Okay, Star Rail was the last one, I think. Or Love and Deep Space, as it blew up a few months after release. Were those live servers though?
No exceptions.
Oh, I see somebody there.
I sense danger.
Go forth, my little mon and dude. Oh, they give... I give this to my friend?
Tore right through their shield. Enemy defeated.
Okay, let's just whip this thing out.
The chariot drives me forward. Attention.
Let's just whip this thing out. God, this was a burst.
Lightning speed reload coming up. The aircraft is arriving soon. I wonder which side.
Thank you. Upgrade trade. Let's go for vertical cooling.
I feel supercharged. Just like munching on a rocky road. Right through their shield. Reloading.
Oh, damn it.
The world is
Under my control. No exceptions.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. I do like the auto-loading. I mentioned that a million times before, but it's just I gotta emphasize it. The auto-loading in this game is actually pretty good. Especially since it's for mobiles. For a mobile game.
Reloading as fast as I can. Wait a sec.
Okay. Last 3 big mainstream live services that I can remember that are not flavors of the week.
My reloading speed is as fast as my...
Reloading!
Yep, I hit every single shot.
There are
I'm so
weapons
good.
here.
Maggie never fails. Yes! There's... Hold up and
I'm so good at this game.
enemy is down.
I'm so good at this game, I tell you.
Design plan. Reloading. Hold on. Enemy defeated. Yay!
And now watch me get another kill here, because they can't stand a chance against me.
On my way.
There you are. That's a Pokemon. There you are. Nope. I think that's it. We got them all. We got them all. Let's just whip this thing out. We just gotta whip it out, man. Sometimes you just gotta do that. How else are you gonna shoot the enemy if you don't whip it out? Whoop. Okay. Thunder DMR, thank you. Thank you for the DMR. That I have no equipment or anything for.
Yes! Tore right through their shield.
Wait, who's shooting at us? Who?
Enemy squad defeated. That's a wrap. Tactical core here. Level 3.
Okay, I'm gonna go see what that tactical core thing is, because I have no idea what that thing is. What it is. Tactical core... It's not even here anymore. Okay.
Shield is ready to go.
What do you do in this game? Looks interesting. It's a battle royale, so... Yep. So you just shoot the enemy. There's no way.
I just took down an enemy.
There's no way. I did like 25% of that. I should have gotten at least 1 kill. No way, man. That guy got 3 kills for nothing.
Lightning speed reload coming up. SMG muzzle brake here. Level 3.
Star Rail is from makers of Genshin Impact, and it's literally Genshin, but turn-based JRPG. Okay, I guess that kind of counts as a live service game, but when I was thinking about live service game... When I was mentioning live service game, what I was talking about was more so along the lines of not an MMO.
Swing by and see it.
Right, Genshin Impact, I think we can classify that as an MMO.
This place is eerie. Trust an arm dealer's guts.
Okay, we're going there. Kill stealing is painful. It is. It is very painful. But it's fine. I already got, what, 4 kills? 8? I don't know. I think I have 8.
Enemy squad defeated. That's a wrap. I know the next safe zone is super close, but we only have 10 seconds left.
I repeated this because you didn't see, but Steven, is it just me or is this... Yeah, I mentioned that. It looks more like Fortnite than PUBG. It looks more like Fortnite. Hey, it's a squid. How do I take out my current buddy? I don't want my buddy anymore. Oh, that's how. Okay, so this one's a little bit of a turret kid. Do I have another buddy sphere? Yes. I saw that the buddy sphere can also not just catch the mons, it can also capture structures. I'm gonna see if I can find that. This game feels really slow without the vehicles. The spawn rates for the vehicles is abysmal. I've been playing and I've only seen one, and it's not even like the ones used to fight. Which I guess I should tell you guys. Did you know that this game used to have vehicles like spider tanks with rocket launchers and stuff, and like flying cars? Like little planes?
Still in play.
It was so cool.
Things are getting real tricky.
No way.
Stronger than ever, baby.
I got that one. Let's go. Oh, I got that one. Let's go. All right, I got 10 kills.
No one's left alive. Aww.
Oh, there's 3 squats left. We might actually get this victory. Never mind.
Whoa! Super airdrop incoming! Wait a sec. Lightning.
man.
Can I hang fast?
Enemy defeated!
Okay, let's just use this overdrive for boost.
Give me some assault rifle ammo.
Oh, she left. Where she left, I have no idea. She is like gone. Okay.
The world is under my control. No exceptions.
I think there's like one over there.
Guys, I sense danger. If anything, Maggie's sound become more awesome no matter
Oh, a
what.
car. I don't think we have run over. Yeah, we can't trample people here. I think not. Okay.
Careful! I see enemies landing nearby.
Oh man, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. That was an awful push.
Yes! Our right center shield.
Okay. Let's just reload. Kind of just like
Shield is ready to go.
do this. Try to catch him off guard.
Attention, the safe zone countdown has commenced.
Shields. Sorry guys, hang in there.
All right, let's go. Are they just chilling here? Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good.
Enemy down.
Speed is as fast as my shield.
Woo. Ooh, that hurts. All right, let's finish off this person. I don't know where they went. There we go. We're doing so good, guys. Okay, reload.
Alert, the safe zone is beginning to shrink.
Shield broken. Okay, a times X, a 4x scope is just what I needed.
The chariot drives me forward.
Da 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 da. Reload this one.
Reload coming up. Pick anything. Maggie's bound to become more awesome no matter
Okay. This might be the victory royale here, guys. There we go. There we go. We got the last kill. Oh, we're so good at this. We're so good at this. We did it. We did it. We got the kill. All right. Now you can go down. Whoop. And I got the MVP too? How many kills did I get? I got 12 kills. Awesome. I keep getting levels up of things I have no idea about. But sweet, thank you for the free whatever that is. It's like the dopamine machine. More levels, more rewards, more levels. Where's the claim all button? Now the CR is just the floaty car from Apex. The entire movement of it is just copied, along with the shield that now I notice. Oh yeah. A lot of this game was copied by, you know, just copied from Apex. Let's see what I got. Hero skin trial card. I only get trial cards and lottery tickets. Dreamwave. Okay, I got a dance. Cool. Not now. Lobby. All right. That is it, guys. That is it. This is Farlight 84. It's still a good game. I would say it's still a game. But I can understand why the people who played this game originally, back when they had the jetpack mechanics and they loved it as a movement shooter, I can see why they just hate it right now. I can see why they play it now and they're like, this isn't the same game, because it isn't. You know, there's so many things about it that changed that me playing it, I'm just like, if I see it as a brand new battle royale, okay, I see it. But if I saw how good it used to be versus what it is now, I'd be like, I'm not really interested. But yeah, that is what it is, guys, unfortunately. But what are we going to do about it? Anyways, I got a GTFO. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right? Join the Discord if you haven't. So that way you can stay updated and chat with people and have all the fun stuff there. All right? Bye-bye, guys. Thank you for the stream. Laters.